Professor Keeley here. So one of the things that I have not heard anybody talking about the Super Bowl, and this comes from my experience as a kid growing up in a rural community where we had a C-band satellite dish. That means that you had to say, hey, I want to look at, satellite G5, transponder 1 for East Coast feed, transponder 3 for West Coast feed, so you know how that works. And then ironically, I ended up working in the cable industry for about 4 years. And that's the same thing how you get your cable feed. So I know that Roger Goodell, if he wanted to, could have created 3 separate halftime shows. He could have created one for Latin and South America, trying to expand globally. And that's what this whole thing is. This whole thing is about him going away from his target market, just like Bud Light, and trying to appeal to Latin and South America because they're big soccer fans. So they're trying to go global, and Goodell, in my opinion, effed it up royally. So what he could have done was to done 3 separate halftime shows, one with just Spanish entertainers, one with just German entertainers, and then the main one for the US. And he could have used that gap of where the halftime show was to be able to send different signals to different countries for different feeds of the different halftime shows. But he didn't, because he's trying to shove an agenda of globalization down everybody's throat. And I just can't believe, after the Bud Light controversy, that the arrogance of Goodell to think that he can shove a Spanish-speaking entertainer down everybody's throats, and then again, lie about it. So now, number one, he's lied about the audience interaction. He's lied about the numbers, right? So you look at the data trackers of what's coming out, and the numbers are, they didn't do well. And that's huge advertising dollar loss. So I'm just gobsmacked that people, number one, still believe what comes out of the NFL, because it's total BS, even on CTE, head injuries, and also not supporting those people who've got it, to now this, lying about the numbers from the halftime show and not putting a true fix in place, which would have been different feeds for different halftime shows. So bad on you, Goodell. I mean, learn from Bud Light. But I hope this really hits you for making such a knuckleheaded move. You need to hire me as a consultant for marketing, because that was a dumb move. Dumb move.